We too often second guess ourselves when choosing something or trying to make a decision. Asking to others, what do you think? Do you like it? And self-doubting right away when we hear that phrase, that question, are you sure? We are also so adamant of wanting to trust others, testing and playing games to see if that other person is trustworthy, is reliable. But what about asking ourselves, do I trust me? Do I trust myself? What about rebuilding a relationship with yourself where you can trust yourself in making decisions or taking decisions, in bringing your ideas to fruition, and in choosing what feels right to you? Welcome to Conscious Matters. I'm Melissa. On this channel, I talk about conscious living through empowerment and holistic wellness, especially mindfulness. The first step in rebuilding your self-trust is to forgive yourself. The reality is that we often lose trust in ourselves over time when we have made decisions that led to our downfall, or at least to our failures that cost us a lot in our life. We suffered so much from them that we feel like we cannot be trusted anymore to choose what is right for us. But the thing is, we often forget that it's exactly because of these mistakes, these decisions that we considered wrong, that we are who we are today. We forget that they served a purpose. We forget that they enlighten us on certain people, certain situations, and participated in building awareness on self, on others, and in situations. And once again, who you are right now. So forgive yourself because you did your best. You did the best with what you had and what you knew at the time. And because of that, you know better now. Now you are better equipped to live a life that you envision for yourself. You get to start again every single time. So forgive yourself, learn from whatever lessons that you were supposed to learn from, and keep on moving. And forgiving yourself goes hand in hand with caring for yourself. Be your own mama bear and your own best friend. Love yourself unconditionally and cheer yourself up every single time. And what I mean by that is that don't put conditions on how you love and how you reward yourself. Because how can you trust someone who loves you only when you're doing certain things and in a certain way or at a certain time? Or how can you trust someone who applauds you or rewards you or say thank you to you only in their own terms and conditions? So make sure that you love yourself unconditionally, you cheer on yourself every single time, in every single occasion, and pick yourself up also every single time that you fall, because that's how also you will trust yourself. Because by showing up for yourself in a way that is fully aligned with your well-being, will participate in trusting your own self, knowing that, okay, I have my own back. I'm the one who protects myself. I'm the one who cares for myself. I'm the one who loves myself no matter what. So yes, it's important to forgive yourself and to care for yourself, including loving yourself unconditionally. But at the same time, don't fool your own self. In order to build self-trust, always keep your word. If you say that you're going to do something, do it. Don't flake on yourself. Don't gaslight yourself. You said that you will do it, even though it's just you and there's no third party involved. Make your own word gold. Your words are precious, so stick to them. Because if you don't do that, if you don't keep your word and you don't follow your word, so pretty much you don't do what you said you do, little by little, you will consolidate this idea in your mind that you are a person who cannot be trusted, that you always let yourself down, and that you cannot even depend on yourself. And that, all of that, creates not only a feeling of insecurity within you, but it also pushes you to always have to look outside of yourself to find that feeling of safety. And that is very limiting in life. I mean, safety is one of the main basic human needs. We need to feel safe in order to do so much in our lives. And just to be also, just to be in the state of being. So imagine having to always look outside of yourself to fulfill your basic human need. That is very limiting. And once again, to every rule, there is an exception. So yes, keep your word, but there is a silver lining to that, which is accountability. be honest with yourself. What I mean by that in this context is that there's so many things that we do because they are habits, automatisms, or we just feel like we have to do them because we just have to. When in reality, they are completely outdated because of who we have become now. We are not motivated by them anymore, or we just don't resonate with them anymore. Or it can just be that we merely need to pause or to put something on hiatus for a little moment, to rest, to focus on something else, to reassess things. And that's okay. That's okay. We have to be honest with ourselves. There's no need to be like, yes, I have to keep my word at all costs, even though I feel this resistance, but I say I will keep my word. What's the point of that? You have to be honest with yourself, and then the accountability comes in. But if you're not honest with the reality of your feelings, of how your vision is changing and adapting to the new version of you or the ever-growing version of yourself, you will hurt yourself. You will hurt yourself because down the line, you or the circumstances around you will push you much more violently to redirect you in the path that is yours. And you can prevent all of that by being honest with yourself from the get-go. But it's also human to be like that, so I think we're all guilty of it. We all have such a hard time letting go of things and people, like relationships. I will say things and relationships where we put so much time and efforts in. But if we really listen to ourselves, our gut feeling, our intuition. I made a video on intuition, like tapping into your intuition. We would trust ourselves so much easier to know that is the end of this chapter and the beginning of a new one. But for that, we need to let go once we have faced the truth and embraced our honest feelings. So all of that, forgiving ourselves, caring for ourselves, keeping our word, and being accountable and honest with ourselves can be achieved with a lot of self-awareness. There's also a whole video about self-awareness if you want to dive deeper into it and how to cultivate it. And the truth of the matter is that self-awareness is often gained with a lot of alone time to self-introspect. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, every single day, just 10 minutes, to find yourself, with everything that you are and everything that you are not too. To fully lean into the intricacies that makes you, everything that makes you also fail yourself. How come so often in so many situations with so many people, you often don't choose yourself? You don't choose what's right for you. You don't choose to lean on you. Why can't you trust yourself? We all have different stories, different backgrounds, so obviously that answer will be uniquely yours. If you want to add some practicality to this self-introspection process that will help you gain more self-awareness, journaling is key, is amazing. It contributes so well in sorting out and processing our thoughts and feelings and emotions and life events. It helps you to zoom out from your life and see everything from a narrator perspective. And we're not so much into our ego, we're not so much into our own head. So that's why I love journaling so much, because it gives you that distance with yourself. That helps you think a little bit clearer about your next move, about how you're reacting to things instead of reacting like acting in the next instance. That thing happens again. As cheesy as it sounds, you have all of the answers within you. So trust yourself. Do all of the inner work that you need to do to be able to trust yourself, because at the end of the day, this is your life. Only you can know what's best for you. Only you know what's in your head. Only you know what's in your heart. Only you know what's right for you. Share in the comment section, in which instance are you self-doubting yourself the most? And if it's not too personal, share when you feel like you lost that confidence in yourself to have your own back. And as always, stay true, keep showing up for yourself, and let your soul lead the way.